What is up, home workout and bodyweight exercise fans? Today I thought of taking you through my superhero home workouts. So this is one of the most difficult days. It's the superset day, and I'll just be doing my workout and you'll be following me. I'll be talking, giving you some tips, and explaining a little bit of this whole process. So first exercise is handstand push-ups. I've done my warm-up, I've done my mobility drills, I've done some easy sets, which are just some low intensity bodyweight exercises prior to the main workout. So for example, before handstand push-ups, I'm either going to do some regular handstand push-ups. Nowadays I do them with grips, which increases the range of motion and makes them more difficult. So as an introductory exercise, as an easy set, I'll do a few limited range of motion handstand push-ups on my palms. So depending on the exercise, you might do a lot of reps, less reps. For me, like two sets of 4 reps on these are good enough to warm up. You can also do, if you're less advanced, you can do just some regular pike push-ups or some even push-ups with some grips. Just make sure that you always start with an easier version of the exercise before getting into the program that mimics that first high intensity exercise. So another thing I like using a lot for easy sets are my body elastics. So if you don't have these, that's okay as well. You can do the exercise I showed before, but if you have body elastics, even better. You can do something like this before your handstand push-ups, which is basically a military press. So I like these a lot because they allow more free range of motion and they help you work on that mind to muscle connection as well. But let's get started. Our first main exercise will be handstand push-ups, supersetted with inverted rows. So getting started, I've set up my handstand push-up area. I also have to set up my inverted row area. I think I'm pretty well warmed up. So let's get started. I'm gonna put some of my music. I like training with music. It helps me focus even more because I can eliminate all the background noise. It helps me get more into the workout. I recommend this unless you're doing something really new, like an exercise that's completely new, or you're still practicing techniques like mind to muscle techniques, which I mentioned in this workout plan. In the beginning, you should train without music, but after that, once you get into it, it personally helps me a lot. So, give it a try and see what works for you. So, getting started. Handstand push-ups, inverted rows, supersetted. 4 sets with 2 to 3 minutes of rest in between. We're gonna take 3 good breaths and dive into the inverted rows. So I did 6 handstand push-ups, good mind-muscle connection, and 15 inverted rows. Again, focus on keeping that good mind-to-muscle connection. I'm gonna start my break, 2 to 3 minutes. I recommend big breaks. If you know how to push yourself hard, you're gonna need 3 minutes. I'm gonna also note down my reps because it's easy to forget what you're doing. I always recommend keeping careful notes. Just write your reps, your sets. Doesn't have to be pretty or anything, just has to be clear enough. So another good tip is when you rest is to rest. Don't do other stuff. Don't like check your phone or anything. Just relax a little bit, move a little bit, loosen up your hands, and even talking to the camera right now, I know it's impairing my recovery, but this is a video, so normally I just walk around the house. I'm already starting to sweat. And I also make sure I have special clothes for my workout. So I have like specific t-shirts that I feel comfortable on me. My hoodie, this thingy here, it's kind of sort of like, you should see it as your superhero uniform. Like David Allen, one of the greatest productivity coaches out there, says that one of the most important things for getting into a special mood is wearing the analogous clothes. So he even mentions working out. He says, I have my specific sweatpants and all that. So that's also something I always do. And I feel it at the moment I wear my clothes, I'm already setting up the mood. So that's another tip. If you're a bit lazy to train, just wear your favorite clothes on and you'll get into that mood. Also, hearing the same music. I always listen to the same kind of music in my warm-ups. I like Grammatic a lot, so it's kind of a positive brainwashing to get you into the mood. Like whenever I hear Grammatic, I'm kind of like, even if I'm outside, I'm getting in a workout mode. Okay, 3 minutes are up. Three good breaths and we're jumping into inverted rows. Setting up my rest, gonna note down my reps first. So as you can see, I only do 6 handstand push-ups, even though I'm pretty strong for my weight. Now if you're using that right mind to muscle technique, and especially if you're doing such a difficult exercise like handstand push-ups, doing a lot of reps is not that easy. I'm not even using all my mind to muscle techniques here. That's the thing I mentioned in the book, is that you should work your way up to 8 good reps, and then go down to 5, and then start using mind to muscle techniques. So first you use regular form, and until you can do 8 good reps, and then start adding mind to muscle techniques. So now I can do 6 reps with, like, I would say 80% good mind to muscle technique. What I would have to improve to move on to another rep here would be using a little bit of more slow tempo during the negative phase, and maybe even like keeping my elbows a little bit bent. But these are stuff I explain a lot. I'm gonna also make more videos about them, just giving you a general idea to understand what's happening. And reps are also a little bit different. Like for example, inverted rows. It's better to work on a little bit higher reps, to aim for higher reps, like 15. Pressing exercise like handstand push-ups, it's better to aim for 12, you know, so start from 5, go all the way up to 12. Inverted rows, start from 5, go all the way up to 15. So a lot of people are quite all over the place, you know, like overreactive during their workout clips online. And you know, that might look a little bit cooler on camera, but for me, I don't know how that works for them, because I need focus. I need, you know, that calm residing, like that calm, focused mentality, you know, that focused inner posture when I'm working out. Yeah, like I do grind a lot during some sets, but you know, overreacting and screaming and all that, it's kind of pretentious for me. You won't get pretentious stuff in this YouTube channel, in case that's what you like. So what you will get though is, you know, authenticity, someone who's real. So moving on, weighted lunges. I will start with some easy sets again, because this is lower body exercise we haven't worked on yet. I just do some bodyweight lunges combined with some side lunges. So I do each side separate. You can kind of combine these, but for me that's a little bit too tricky with my prosthetic leg, so I just do one side at a time. So once you do some front weighted lunges, bodyweight lunges, on side bodyweight lunges, about 10 to 15 reps for each leg. You should be ready, because your body's already warmed up. If you have sensitive knees, I recommend doing 2 rounds of these sets. For the rest of you, especially if you're a light guy, if you're not like overweight or anything, 1 round of 15 reps sideways and front in the frontal plane should be enough. I filled it up with sandbags. It's about 65 pounds. Pretty demanding for me, at least. And weighted lunges are another awesome exercise. Like it induces a lot of metabolic stress, increases a lot of heartbeat, and because you have that weight on your body, you know, your upper body, you're stabilizing through your shoulder, you're keeping your chest open, your obliques, your side abs are also keeping you stable, to, you know, so you don't fall towards one side or the other. So it's basically a whole body exercise, really demanding, really get some sweat produced in your body, and yeah, it's pretty difficult. That is why I also don't superset this with anything else, because, you know, by itself produces enough of metabolic stress. I start with the bag on one shoulder, I'll do about 12 reps and then I'll switch shoulders. Do another 12 reps, so that's like 6 reps per leg. Times 2, that's about 12 reps per leg. I recommend doing between 5 and 20 reps for your legs as you build your strength up. Legs are a muscle group that seem to give pretty good results, especially on that high rep range. So make sure at some point you're doing at least above 10 reps. So getting started. Things were gonna get more and more demanding, and you're gonna feel that burn all over, even in muscles you worked in the first sets. So you can see why I love this exercise. I'm kind of lightheaded. So I've gained 15 pounds of pretty lean muscle with this program. I started 69 kilos in the summer, somewhere around September. Kind of lost an extra 2 pounds, so 2 pounds maybe of that was muscle memory. But even with that, you know, keeping in mind that I'm an advanced bodyweight exercise athlete, 15 pounds is pretty good, you know, for someone who doesn't take like illegal crap or whatever, substances, for someone who's just taking some protein and creatine. I'm pretty filled up, as you can see. I don't look like a bodybuilder, and I don't want to look like a bodybuilder, but for me this is as close as I could get to my ultimate potential, and you know, that's what you should aim for. You shouldn't have like this fake standards of people on steroids, you know. You know, if you're training, if you're a natural guy like me, I think this is pretty good. These are pretty good results. So yeah, we had to pause because Captain Jack Merrill kind of fainted. He had too much to drink today. He just fell flat on the ground. His champagne just spilled over. His wine or whatever it is he's drinking spilled all over the place. And you know, that's why you should never go to extremes with alcohol and stuff like that. It's never gonna work. You can never have a healthy lifestyle. I drink, but I drink like, my maximum is a liter of beer once in the weekend, you know, so I'm gonna have like, not even a liter, that's like my extreme, the extreme amount I never go above. Usually I'm gonna have 2 beers, you know, 2 glasses or 2 bottles of beer, and that's it, once a week, just to chill on with some friends. Especially with the superhero home workout, I don't recommend anything above that, because you're gonna need all the strength in the world, all the best recovery conditions to make sure you're giving it all you've got. almost dropped the bag on Captain Jack. Thank God I didn't. Though he's so wasted, he probably wouldn't have understood anything. Break. Whew. Some of you ask me, or even tell me to shave my chest. I've kind of answered this in the past, but you know, the reason I don't do that is number one, because I'm a guy. And you know, I kind of get it. If you're like extremely hairy as a guy, then it's kind of nice to trim things a little bit. But other than that, I say, you know, just embrace your manliness. I mean, would the Wolverine shave his chest? Damn! So, next exercise is Woodchoppers, and you know, I know that not everybody has elastic bands like these, like the butt elastics, or some of you can't afford them. If you can, I highly recommend these. These are pretty good. Obviously, they don't make they don't make the bulk of the workouts. They're only used in specific stuff, but it's like an extra tool that is pretty handy, especially for warming up. For Woodchoppers we'll be doing now, I'll be including alternatives for these exercises as well. But you know, if you can, I definitely recommend you get some kind of strength bands. So let's get started. As you can see, these are pretty easy to install. Just it has like this soft anchor thingy, which you just place behind the door, and you know, you're not going to be damaging furniture or anything. Before I start, I wanted to mention one thing, is that one mistake that I did during the superhero challenge, and that was that I wasn't eating enough in the ending of in the last months of the workout, because my weight kind of reached that plateau. I wasn't gaining any weight, which means I wasn't gaining a lot of muscle. And you know, I thought it was just like a weight plateau, because gaining and losing weight is not something linear. You know, it has like little pauses, like it goes on, it goes up, it pauses a little bit, it goes up again. So I thought it was just a pause, but I realized that my body was just burning so much energy for recovery, for muscle building, that I should have been eating more. Due to this stupidity, oh well, you know, it's for the first time I did this program, so I'm still learning some stuff. Due to this, I probably could have gained a little bit of more muscle mass for sure, but that's gonna be next year's goal. So these are things, you know, you can learn from me. These are mistakes I mentioned in the book, so you don't fall into the same traps. But just a good thing to keep in mind. I also take my socks off during Woodchoppers, because it helps keep me more stable on the ground. This is pretty challenging exercise, because you know, you need to maintain your balance. Personally, having a prosthetic leg makes this even more difficult, so sometimes I even lose balance. But yeah, this is another pretty damn good exercise. A lot of metabolic stress, a lot of increased heart rate, a lot of fat burning, and an excellent work for your core and basically the whole upper body. next side, we don't break, we don't rest. Breaks in this exercise are short, so I'll be resting 1 minute. Usually in the beginning I walk a lot, but as I progress through the plan, I just start sitting more because I feel I need it. Look at that. Now respect it. So one exercise left, and that's one arm layups. One arm layups are kind of an exercise I started doing for increasing grip strength, improving my one arm hanging strength for my one arm pull-ups. It's a pretty good exercise for forearms, grip strength, shoulder stability. It generally really strengthens up, you know, that gives you that unilateral strength, you know, training one body part at a time. Because we do a lot of two-armed exercises like inverted rows and all that, handstand push-ups, so it's good to isolate a little bit. You can start with simple one-arm dead hangs, and then you can progress to the exercise I'll be doing now. Let me see if I can do a one arm pull up. Didn't expect I could do one because I'm so drained, but superhero workout doesn't have one arm pull-ups. I just felt like showing off a little bit. So Jack couldn't take any more today. Even the light was giving him a migraine, so he put on his sleeping mask and just passed out. As you can see, Jack is also extremely thin, so he doesn't eat well. You gotta get enough of calories. You know, a lot of you are looking to lose weight, but a lot of you are looking to gain weight as well. And usually people who think they're hard gainers are just not eating enough. So one way to make sure you're not doing that is tracking your calories for 3 days with like a regular app. Fat Secret is a pretty good one. It's a cheap one, a free one actually. So track your calories for 3 days and see, you know, how close are you to your maintenance calories. Usually most of you hard gainers are not eating enough. So those are some techniques I discussed in the book as well. So I got one more set of one arm lat-ups and I'm done for today. So that was all for today. For those of you who this program looked too difficult, trust me, if you just follow the plan I'll be giving you, if you build it up, it's something you can definitely handle. For those of you who think that it's not enough, you know, too easy or whatever, keep in mind that there's a lot of training volume. So in the final phase, you'll be basically training every day, 4 times a week. You'll be training in the kind of same manner as we did train today. Another 2 extra days, you'll be doing some focused work on just 2 exercises. And you know, of course, you don't start like that. You don't start that intensely, but it all builds up. It's all really, you know, it's really. It's something I worked on a lot. It's really well thought. It's I've used proper strength programming. I've really got obsessed on this program. You know, nothing is done random. Exercise orders, sets, reps, volume, frequency. You know, different training days, deload weeks, resting periods. You know, nutrition, everything is pretty well thought, and you just have to stick to the plan, you know, and put trust in the plan, and I guarantee you that you'll be getting stronger than ever. So that was all. I hope you liked today's long ass training vlog, and until next time, keep on training, brothers.